What's up, guys? Just a Gamer here, back with another F2P to Legendary video. Today we're going to be playing some Evolved Shaman, one of my favorite decks right now, and one of the better, cheaper decks to climb. So I think it's a fun deck that most people can afford. You can always take out Aya and the Death Knight for just some other cheap value minions if you really want. But I'm playing against Rogue, so obviously I'm going to keep Maelstrom Portal for his early game. If he probably has Celsi Deckhand, or if he has what's it called? The one drop to steal Swashbuckler. If he has Swashbuckler, that obviously full clears it, so pretty good for me. But he puts out a Firefly, so just gonna hero power pass. No point in wasting Maelstrom Portal right now. Just rank up the totem so my thing from below has more value later on in the game. So turn 2, he doesn't have Kelseth, which is really, really good for me. He's just trading into my totem, so the longer this game goes, obviously the better for me because I have more value. I have the Doppelganger to evolve, so it's better for me. I'm just going to put out the Mana Tide totem. I don't really have another play. There's no point in just hero powering because that doesn't fill out mana cost well and doesn't really do much for me. And he's obviously going to have to put resources into trading into the Mana Tide totem, so that's obviously not what he wants to do, so it's ideal for me. He puts down Pirate, no patches comes out, so I'm assuming he has it in hand. And also Celsi Deckhand coined out. So he either doesn't have patches or he has it in hand, which is pretty unlucky. I was thinking about maybe Chain Gang, but I realized it's not going to do too much for me because it still trades pretty well with the Pirate. The Pirate's still on board. So I'm just going to Jade Lightning his Pirate. It gets the Celsi Deckhand to 1 health, and he's probably gonna have to trade into my Jade with his Firefly if he wants to keep up his weapon, which he does. So everything's on one health, so that's obviously better for my Maelstrom Portal, full clear. He SI agents, that's not really gonna do too much. So turn 5, obviously I'm gonna have to Maelstrom Portal this, but I do top deck Stonehill Defender, so it fills out my curve really, really well. So Maelstrom Portal, clear his board, and then delay the game by putting out the taunt, which is very, very good for me. Stonehill Defender, creating value. I don't really know what to choose here, but he concedes, so that's obviously good for me. Well played to him. That just shows that you can deal with the aggro early game, and it also shows that without Prince Kelseth, the Rogue deck is honestly pretty trash. So on to the next one. So we're playing up against a Paladin for this match. So they usually run Murlocs early game, so I'm going to need some early game clear for the 1-drop Murloc with 2 health. So I'm going to keep the Jade Claws, but I'm going to get rid of the the Lightning Storm, because I wouldn't be able to play it on turn 3 anyway. I'd have to waste it on turn 4, and then that's just so much overload. I'm not going to be able to develop a board. I'm just going to fall too far behind. So I'm just going to keep the Jade Lightning for early trades, and then just see what he has. So turn 1, obviously no turn 1 plays. I don't have any 1-drops, so just pass. See what he develops on board. He puts out Blood to the Corsair, which is good for me because it gets no value on my J Claws, which is really good. So I draw Maelstrom Portal, so now I know just to trade into his Divine Shield, which is obviously not ideal, but now it's just going to be better for Maelstrom Portal, and he's obviously going to want to trade in with his Bloodseal Corsair for the value trade, which is just going to make my Maelstrom Portal even better on turn 2, and he's probably going to hero power, I'm assuming. So it's going to be a full clear, and it looks like he's aggro if he's running this type of deck. Oh, he's Celsi Deckhand, which is even better for me. So now it's a full clear on a full board. He just wasted so many resources. He probably doesn't have too much card draw in his deck, so this is really, really good for me. So now I Maelstrom Portal, and I full clear his board, and I'm ahead on board, which is really good, and I get a taunt with 2 health, so that's also pretty good. Just delays him even more, and with 2 health, his hero power can't really trade into it effectively, which is ideal for me. So he hero powers, which is a really weak turn 3, and he Ardent Squires. That's not too amazing though. So I draw Evolve, so now I know my turn 6 play is obviously going to be Doppelganger Evolve. So I already know I have a good play to start blowing him out of the water. And I just hero power because I don't have anything else, but I get a Healing Totem, so I obviously know I can easily trade into his hero power with my 1-drop, and it'll heal. So it's pretty good. He Blessing of Kings so it's not too amazing right now. He gets a free trade, but he gets a free trade on a 1-drop. I draw another Devolve, so I obviously know I could just Devolve. I could Devolve it, get rid of the value he has on the 1-drop. Just easily get rid of and just totem because I don't have any other turn. I was going to trade into the Wisp, but turn 5, he doesn't really... I doubt he has another Blessings of Kings. He can't use Spike Rich Steed. He can't use Bone Mare. So there's no real point in trading into the Wisp, I can probably get a better value trade with my Jade Claw. He prints Kelsets on turn 5, which is pretty good. And he Divine Favor, so he gets some card draw. But turn 6, I'm going to have Doppelgangster Evolve, which is probably going to blow him out of the water. And I'm going to be able to trade into the Prince Kelset, so I'm just going to have such a strong board. So I'm going to wait to trade because I could probably get something off Doppelgangster Evolve that could maybe help. Nothing, so I'm just going to trade into the Prince Kelseth. Decent Evolve. Kind of low rolled on the 2 minions, but that's fine. He can't really do much right now, so I don't think he runs any board clears because it looks like it's an aggro deck, and usually they don't have board clears. But he does have Sunkeeper Terran, which is good, but it's not insane right now. He'll be able to clear some of my minions, but... So, I want to keep the board state. I want to keep ahead on board since it is an aggro deck and I can't just trade off my minions. So I'm going to evolve this again. No point not to. Decent evolved, so obviously just going to fill out the rest of the mana curve. Just Jade Claw, Hero Power, pass, see what kind of trades he makes, see what else he plays out. I also have Devolve, so I'm not too worried about anything he plays out because if he does have any more buffs, I could just evolve it and it'll waste his whole turn and gain me more value and just get me more ahead on board. So right now I'm in a pretty good state. So now I'm just waiting to see what he does on his turn 7. If he Bone Mares, it's not too good. It's good, but I could just always just evolve and then just easily trade. So Bone Mare isn't going to help him too much right now. So I'm just going to have to see what he is going to do. He's taking a while. Okay, True Silver Champions, which takes up most of his mana, and that's honestly not too good right now. Because it provides a clean trade into my 6/7, but then I could just trade off my 1/1 into his Tarim, and it doesn't really do too much for him. He's not going to get the board back. So I don't really think that was a good turn by him. And I don't think he can do much with 3 mana. So, okay. That's not really doing much, and that's also not really doing much. This is obviously just a buff deck, aggro buff deck. So he's going to trade into my Wind Fury, which is honestly probably not too good. He probably should trade into my 6/7 and got some value out of his Tarim. But now I noticed that I have the 2/2 on board that'll buff all my minions. So I'm just trying to see what's the best value trade. I could trade Jade Claw into the Tarim and take 7 to the face, but I don't think I really want to do that too much. I'm not too sure. And then I could also trade the 1/1 in. But I could also trade in the 2/2 and get the buffs on my minions. I obviously should have played the Jade Spirit first. Don't roast me in the comments, and I should have Hero Powered, but I was just thinking of the value trade, so I just completely forgot. But I obviously know it's not going to make too much of a difference because he has no hand and it's a complete aggro deck, and I'm still going to be ahead on board with the value trades. So just value trade, value trade, value trade. 7 to the face. I have Jade Chieftain for double reload the next 2 turns, so I'm obviously not too worried about that misplay, but obviously, guys, if you have that, you should play out your minions first to get the 1/1 buff on all of them. But it's not really going to change much in this matchup because he is an aggro deck and he doesn't really have any board clear. So, obviously, if he doesn't make any outstanding plays right now, it's a pretty easy win, and I can always just evolve anything he plays if he has Spike Rich Steed, which he doesn't. So he just busting the Kings. Obviously knows he lost. So I'm just going to play it out to Jade Chieftain. I'm not going to trade because there's no point. He's going to hit face. He has to trade into my 4/4. And he concedes. So this just shows that this deck is really, really good against dealing with aggro. And if you can deal with the aggro, you just blow them out from there. And also shows that Prince Kelset decks are pretty trash if you don't draw it on turn 2. But thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.